Biggest question I ever get. I get it from students, I get it from everyone, and it drives me mad. Johnny, how do I do it on my own, solo game? I can do it with my friends, I can do it with a coach. When I go out by myself, I struggle. Massive question. Listen up, some tips I'm going to give you. How did I do it? Let me just quickly share my story and how I did it, so I can sort of really recite and give you guys the tools, the tips, the mindsets, and get you to do this. Because it's hard, it is hard, I'm going to be honest. It's not easy. I've got to interrupt there, that's me, people watching. It's very hard, it is hard, but it's simple. It's so hard that it's simple, it's easy. It's hard, but it's easy, but it's hard, but it's easy. Right, how do you do solo game? First thing is, you've got to get out of the house. I'm not patronizing you. A lot of you guys don't do it. I know a lot of guys who are asking me how to do solo game, they're emailing me from their bedrooms or their sitting rooms and they haven't left the house. If you ain't left the house, really fucking tough, because you're at home, you're going, I want to go out on my own, but I just feel weird, I can't do it. So the first thing is get out of the house. You've got to go through it. And you're going to go through what I call the blister stage, where you're going to walk around a lot, you're going to get blisters on your feet. You're going to walk around a lot, you're going to get pissed off that you didn't approach the attractive girls you like. And then you're going to get really frustrated. Then you might get in touch with me. You might do some coaching. See the plug? You might come and do some coaching with me. You might get really good results. Then after, you choose to go on your own. You've got the tools, you've got the skills. You might get demotivated because you've got the results of me, and then you might be back on your feet and think, go out again and think, I can't do it. Johnny's not with me, or I haven't got my wingman with me. I haven't got my friends with me. I can't approach. You might even got laid or taken it to the bedroom, and then you can't even go and give a compliment on your own because you've got used to the crutch. Now, as good as coaches are, and I know I'm good because I've changed lives, as good as a friend is, you can't rely on me, you can't rely on anyone but yourself. That's why it's called solo game, because as I say, your wingman is not in the bedroom with you cheering you on, or if he is, that is fucking weird, tell him to get out. So with solo game, first thing is mindset. Super positive, man. Love everyone, you've got to get out of the house, and you have to give yourself what I call a dummy version of pickup, because you won't do it otherwise. I can give you my full method, which I've done on YouTube, my strategies, everything, I give it all. Guys still need to come and do workshops because everyone struggles with solo game. Some of the best guys in the world still do. I'll be honest with you, I love doing solo game, but sometimes I struggle with it, and I've got to go back to basics, and this is what you do, listen up. You've got to get out of the house, you've got to go for a walk, and you have to have an easy goal to start with. It's got to be so easy that it's almost annoying. It's like, oh, do I really have to do this? Do I have to fucking do something that's so stupid? You do have to do it because your brain is so deceiving. Your ego's there, and it's telling you all sorts of reasons why you shouldn't do it. I'm going to go through some of the reasons why you struggle with solo game quickly. Just don't feel like it, man. It feels weird. It just feels weird. It's just not the right day. The weather's not as good as it was yesterday. The hot girls are not out. The 10s, the 9s, the models, the nice girls. Nah, the girls are not out. Another one is what's the point of doing this? I'm probably not going to get a number anyway. It's too hard to get laid. Or I can't get the motivation. So this is going to go through your head. You're going to have this, you're going to battle this. I get it still now, and I've got loads of good reference. I love doing this. This is my passion. I'd die for this, but I have days where I just feel, why should I do it? Motivation. You've got to learn to get motivated. So having a simple goal and doing a baby exercise gives you motivation. I'm not talking about motivation and Tony Robbins and changing your life. You've got to have daily motivation, because what happens today, you're back in the water the next day. So you go out one day, you feel great, and you're like, I've got it, I've handled it, I've got it, I can do solo game. You can't, you've never got it, you never get it. I'm practicing every day. You're never going to get it fully. Like they say in Zen, you're always chasing the carrot. So you've got to have a simple exercise. What do I say? Walking down the street smiling. You should be fucking happy. If you're not happy smiling, you're going to struggle starting to approach girls. So you come out of your house, you're walking out, you say, I don't expect to do much, it's solo game. I can give myself credit just for getting out in the field, being in the mindset. However, if someone's just come on my channel watching this thinking, what's he talking about? I disagree with it. Great, you're at a different stage, you don't need solo game. If you are a newbie, or if you are someone who's advanced and had lost men and come out of a relationship, you need to go back over these steps. So you walk out on the street, you just walk out, and you just smile. Just by smiling, you're going to create girls staring at you. IOIs in pickup, they call it. I don't really care about terminology, but that's what they call it. So girls are going to stare at you, and you can just smile. as far as I'm concerned, that's the approach. You've engaged through non-verbal communication and all that stuff. That's the first exercise. Now that should take you the moment you leave your house. So I'm going to go even further back and give you another mindset. Before you go out, you must remind yourself, what we do is amazing. What we do is awesome. 99%, even 100% of guys don't do this. They won't do it. They're afraid of rejection. So just you going out in the mindset to do it is a win-win. That should spruce your vibe up a little bit more. That should get you into a better emotional state. Having the exercise will give you something to go out and do. So I might just say to you, I'll give you an exercise today. Say you want to do solo game today, you're going to go out. Go out and smile at 10 strangers, 10 girls. So just walk down in the mindset and just smile. And you might get some girls go, oh, some go, hey, that's it, deal with it, it's a numbers game. Some girls are going to like you, some are not sure, some are not interested. Same for me, same for you, same for everyone else. So smiling is prepping you up, yeah? Smiling. Even if you come home and you say, I went out, I didn't do any approaches, but I smiled at 10 girls and I was in the mindset, but I couldn't do it. You're still doing it. That's a good start. It's not amazing, but it's a start. Second goal is, you need some conversation. We need to get words out. We need to exercise our voice. I do it because I'm a person that I'm kind of naturally introverted. Look at the engine, look at me now. I've got to get started. At the start of the thing, I don't want to talk. Go into the coffee shop, order a coffee, and just give a compliment. That's solo game. Go into the coffee or go into a newsagent, go into a clothes store, give a stranger a fucking compliment, even if it's a guy, I don't care, a girl, it gets you into state. So you've been smiling now, you're on your own, you go into a coffee shop, you order coffee and you say, do you know what? You've got a lovely smile. Who's going to get offended by that? Even a girl who's married, is in love. Just say to the girl, you've got a lovely smile. Better if you're honest. I prefer you to be honest. If you're not honest, all right, it's not the worst thing in the world to tell someone they've got a lovely smile when they haven't. I think it's better you be honest. Just say you've got a lovely smile. That's a compliment. Build some rapport. Ask them how their day was. Exaggerate. Say, is this coffee good? Is this coffee going to grow me muscles? Is it super? Just make some light rapport, light jokes. Going to build up your state. You're going to go out on the street from the coffee shop, you're going to be in slightly a better mood. These are incremental steps you're going to need. And I know how difficult it is because your mind plays tricks on you. And then you can start doing what I call the pussy compliments. You're walking down the street, I'll show you on the camera. So as girls are walking by, you just say, you look good. You just point and compliment. So you don't have to stay around. And it's kind of cheating your way in. It's like the smiling. So if you're really nervous about going up to them initially, you don't have to go up and approach them. You just have to point out and say, you look really good, and then you run off. And the reason I say it quite aggressively, you see me doing this, because I'm trying to stress the point to you, and you can I'm trying to wake you up, because that's where people go wrong when they do solo game. They go out on the street with high expectations, but then the actual physiological side of it, or the biological of actually expressing themselves, it's not there, and they're just walking around like zombies, like, oh, I can't approach her, and then and then you just can't do it. So you gotta spruce yourself up, but you can do it slowly. The smile, it's hard for me. Look, I'm trying to smile. I consciously don't want to smile now. It's something of a joke. Okay, look, that's a real smile. It came up. I thought of something funny that I did last week. Think of something funny you did. Think of something playful. Tell yourself a fucking joke. Can you see what I'm saying? My tip in solo game is do whatever you can to get yourself in a positive mood. It's on my YouTube channel, Getting Into State. So you got your smiling. You go into the coffee shop. You warm up, you give a compliment, you come outside the coffee shop, hello mate, you keep walking and you just give compliments as you walk by. And you can even do it in hellos. Do you know what, I'm going to be honest with you, it doesn't even matter what you say. You could go up and say, you're a lovely pink elephant, you're a lovely princess. You just have to say words. You have to say words. You can set up a camera by yourself on the street and talking to the camera, and it'll get you into state. I'm kind of like out now, I'm in state by just doing this, because all I'm doing is I'm exercising my voice vocally and I'm saying words. Because what do solo guys do? They talk to themselves in their head. They're walking around, there's conversation in their head, but nothing's coming out of their mouth. And then they say to me, I couldn't approach. No wonder, because you're talking in your head. If you want to change the dialogue in your head, you've got to talk outwardly, and then the inwardly will change. That's quite philosophical. I'm quite proud of that. That's Zen. So go into the coffee shop. Excuse me, can I get a coffee? Anyway, you got a lovely smile. I hope you have a good day. Thank you. Walk out. Walk down the road. Keep the smiling up. If you get to smiling, you're like, yeah, I can smile. Smiling's easy. I'm not happy with that. I want to be getting numbers. I want dates. I want good conversations. Slow down. This is the problem why you can't do solo game, because you're being outcome dependent. You're not enjoying it. You're being greedy. You're being selfish, because you're like, I'm in a bad mood. I want to come out and I want hot girls to give me numbers and sleep with me, and I don't want to do anything. No, that's why I say enjoy the process. That's why I say you've got to love what you do. You've got to love the smiles. You've got to love the awkward moments. Some girls are going to walk away. You've got to deal with it. You've got to be a man. You can't expect everyone to be nice to you. They don't have to. But the ones who are going to reciprocate your vibe, they're the ones you're going to connect with. And I always love it. I love getting harsh spats. I love when a girl goes, no, I'm in a rush, because I'm like, all right, and I laugh about it and I make fun of it and I give myself credit. That's another thing in solo game. I'm not critical of myself. I actually do the opposite. I compliment myself. If I get a blowout, I say, well done, you took action. If I get an awkward moment, I go, well done, there's growth. We're coming out of our comfort zone. We've got awkward times. If I do well, I go, that was fucking amazing. You're the man. Guys would love to do that. That's why guys are watching me on YouTube. That's why guys are paying me to help them. I'm proud of it. Be proud of yourself. Give yourself credit. Don't be afraid to give yourself credit. It's not arrogant. It's building your self-esteem. So that's already a lot in what I've told you. The mindset, go out and smile. Right. For you guys that's saying, yeah, I can do all that, conversation, right. Conversation, honesty. Now I'm going to give you an exercise. Go up to a girl and say, excuse me, I just want to be really honest with you. I've made it a mission today to go out, and I know it might sound weird to you, and just talk to girls randomly and just get better at being confident. I actually done this with David in my transformation series on YouTube, and I got him to do it, and he said for me, it was feedback as a coach, that's one of the best exercises you gave me. Honestly, exercise. So go out, have a smiling exercise on day 1. On day 2, you've got to do 1 honesty. If you just did 1 honesty a day, your solo game would improve. So notice what I'm saying. I'm not giving you hard goals. I'm not saying that you've got to go out and do 100 approaches until you build up to a certain level. This is what I do every day. This is what got me good. This is what's got me now. I can go out and solo game now. I can just walk straight in and go for a number and a date and a conversation, because I've got all that experience. It's all there. So I want you to make it a mission for your solo game. I've got to be honest to one girl. Or you should be honest with all girls, but it's an exercise. Walk up to her and say, you can even say the word day game, although I don't like the term day game or natural game. Say, hey, I have to stop you today and compliment you, I'm out doing day game. And she'll go, what's day game? Let me explain. Day game is basically an art form where guys go out authentically and they try and meet and attract women during the daytime. So it's a bit of street Tinder. Sell it to them, tell them what it is, tell them you're passionate about it. You'll get a conversation out of it. Every girl's gonna have an opinion. You'll have a nice conversation, your state will go up. Your state will never go up if you just talk in your head. Unless you've got music on and you're pumped up with Tony Robbins, I still don't think that's going to work for you in my experience of teaching guys. So it's all about getting into that sociable, positive mood, and it's going from point 1 to point 2 to point 3 to point 4 to point 5 and getting to the point where you're in the Zen state where you can talk to anyone. So I'm going to leave you with that. I think that's enough. If you want me to do another video on solo game, then ask me and I'll do it, because if I overwhelm you, you're just going to get in your head. So the main tips are get in the right mindset, just get out of the house and do baby exercises, just smile and get the smiles going. Go in the coffee shop, order a coffee, give a compliment, and then go and do your honesty challenge, which is to walk up to one girl, and I want 1 honesty a day. So if you do it for a week, a solo challenge, I'm going to give you a solo challenge. You've got to go up to one girl and say, I want to be really honest with you, and I'm out today just trying to improve my social skills. I found you very attractive. You don't have to give me your number, and I just want to tell you how I feel. It will go amazing, you'll love it, you'll get reference, you'll get more confident. And do you know what's going to happen? It's a really horrible little trick I give you. If it goes well and you feel good, you're going to go and do another one. You're going to go and do another one. Do you know what? If you go up and she's like, no, I'm in a rush. Good, it's still good, because you took action. You got yourself verbally talking. I'll leave you with that. Enjoy the process of going solo.